Hello, YouTube. It is She Is Here Through Christ. I have not posted in a while. It has been very busy. But I just wanted to come on here because today at work, so I am a dean of students at a middle school. So one of the students, he had gotten in trouble for not going to, we call it lunch detention. So he got in trouble for not going there. So he had to come to in-school suspension. That's just the easiest way for me to explain it. So while he was in there, another staff member had told him that he needed to complete the packet correctly. So he did not. So I came in there and told him that he needed to complete the packet as the other staff member had informed him to. When I say this little child did a complete switch of his behavior, it was crazy. So his switch in behavior is why I'm coming on here and talking to you guys. I'm trying to stay in the light. Because that wasn't normal behavior. So I had called my colleague to come take the student back to class because he had finished his packet. But before my colleague had got up there, he flipped. He sit up there and was telling me, hey, I wonder how many pencils I can fit in my body. Then he started talking about murder. Then he started talking about, oh, I wonder what if I put a gun to my head? What if somebody puts a gun to your head? Meaning that he was talking to me, saying if somebody put a gun to my head. Okay. So that was kind of triggering for me because I was in a school shooting. So, that was kind of triggering to me. But when my colleague got in there, I told him, I was like, he's not going back to class. He needs to go see our mental health provider. So then he started going off on my colleague. And the thing I like about my colleague is that we are both spiritual. Like, we believe in God. We talk about God at work. We talk about the Bible. We come Bible verses. Talk about Bible verses. It's just that I'm glad that I have somebody at the job that relates to me. But back to this student. So my colleague had told the student that this is not you, this is a spirit inside of you. When he said that, that child went from 1 to 1,000 super quick. So he was like, this is not you, there's a spirit inside of you. So this little boy sit up there and he was like, are you trying to tell me I have demons inside of me? And he was like, you have spirits inside of you. He was like, I don't have no demons inside of me, just yelling and flipping out. And he got up, pushed the chair, seemed like he was about to flip the desk. And then he was like, I don't have no demons inside of me. And this is how I know that when people commit crimes, or when people sit up there and say, this is not my friend, this is not my family member, this person is possessed, I believe that. I seen it for my own eyes. When we started talking to him and saying that this is not what God wants for you, this is not what Jesus wants for you. I know they're the same people. But this is not what he wants for you. He flipped. Okay. Like, I just sit up there and I just shook my head. I'm like, this is not happening. This is not happening in front of my eyes. So it literally tripped me out because I believe that people do possess spirits or demons and stuff inside of them. I do believe that. But just to see it in a child, like, a child, just to see it in a child, and people that sit up there and like use God's name in vain, or just say, "Oh my gosh," or "Gee, oh my," like Jesus, or what, just say that. I feel like, those are people, and like, I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. Like, those are people that are crying out for God, but they don't know how to get them, because those spirits and demons inside of them are trying to keep them the way that they are. And when we were talking to this little boy, he literally, after he was like, "You guys don't know what I'm going through," and like, he literally broke down. So that's how I know that something is inside of him. And it it made me almost want to sit up there and cry, because I'm like, our kids are our most vulnerable people, and it's easy to attack them and influence them, and it's sad. So, like, I was looking for Bible verses, but I know there's more Bible verses. But the one that I found was Psalms 97:10, and I don't know which Bible this New World Translation. So it's not the King Version or anything like that, but the one that like I said, it's Psalms 97:10, and it says, "O you who love Jehovah, hate what is bad. He is guarding his life for the holy ones. He rescues them from the hand of the wicked." So, sorry, I'm at my son's basketball practice, and I hope they don't think I'm leaving. So that is one thing that, that was a Bible verse that came up to me, because I feel like that child was crying out for help, but didn't know how to cry out for help. You know what I mean? So, yeah, crying out for help, but didn't know how to cry out for help. So because I feel like that child has been having those spirits inside of him for so long, because I read his history, and it's been attack after attack of staff members, kids, all of that. And that, to me, some may say that's a behavior problem, but when you do that, what I seen, I feel like that is something inside of him. And the way that he reacted when we talked about, or when my coworker said that he had spirits inside of him, and he flipped out and said, "I don't have no demons inside of me." It's like, what do you think? So I just ask, if you got, whoever's watching this and you have children, or you just have, especially children, pray over your family regardless, before they go to sleep, to work, wherever, out of your possession, out of your sight. Just pray over them, because you don't know what type of environment they are walking into. I pray over myself, and I ask the Lord to protect me from the different spirits and everything else, because like I said, I work in a middle school, and you don't know what they are bringing in, because you know what you have at home, but you don't know what other people are bringing in, and you don't want those spirits to attach to you. So I just ask that you guys pray over your kids, pray over your spouse, pray over your loved ones, and just continue to have that faith. I am going to continue to watch over that child, because it's scary. And the crazy thing about it is, well, it's not a crazy thing, but the thing about it is that when he was taken by the mental health provider, he came back, he wrote an apology letter, but he was in a different spirit, it seemed like. But yeah, and when I say God, God was with us. I know he was there. I know he was telling us the right things to say to this student, and to get that breakthrough. I know that was God. I know it was. So that's why I said I was glad I had somebody there, a colleague that believes in the same thing that I believe in. But yeah, just please continue to pray over these children. Just pray over these children, period. Just for the simple fact that there is so much stuff going on, and there's so many things on social media trying to change our children and think that that's the way to go when it's not the way to go. Just make sure you continue, and I'm going to keep saying it, continue to pray over your children and watch what they are watching, because there's so much demonic stuff in this world. But I'm not perfect. I am far from perfect. There's no one on this earth that is perfect, and I am a work in progress. That's why when I do these videos, I'm trying to figure out if it should be a Christian in training, or a day in the life of a new Christian. I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be, but I'm hoping to do videos every single day. But yes, so please comment, subscribe, and like, and just help me keep going, and help me to help these children, and just anyone else that I can help, because like I said, I'm not perfect. I struggle with a lot of stuff, and I want to get better. So if you're ready to get better with me, just leave a comment, subscribe, thumbs up. I would greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it. And thank you for listening. This is a pretty long video for me. But I had to let you guys know that I have seen that encounter. And it's scary. It really is scary, because the devil is trying to take over our babies. That's what's happening. So, thank you. And I appreciate you. And God bless you guys, and have a wonderful night. And God bless. Bye.